Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Infiniti of Flemington in Flemington, New Jersey to take a look at a brand new 2025 Infiniti QX50. This is the most popular trim. This is the Luxe trim with all-wheel drive. Graphite shadow is the color. We have a pebble gray leather interior. So, this is it for QX50. Infiniti is discontinuing this vehicle after the 25 model year. QX55 is also on the chopping block. No replacement for either one in the 26 model year. So that's going to leave Infiniti with 3 vehicles to sell. The QX60 midsize SUV, the QX65 midsize SUV, which is going to be a variant of QX60, except it's going to have that sloping roof, coupe roof design on it, and then the top of the line QX80. And right now that's going to be it, unless Infiniti introduces something else. So with this going by the boards and not having a update in quite a long time, do you go after your QX50 if you're looking for this smaller premium branded crossover, or are you going to go to the competition? You can let me know as we go through the vehicle. So let's dig in. Front end of the QX50 in the graphite shadow paint. As we move into the front end, we're going to have a full spread of LED lighting up front, including the turn signals. We're going to have all that chrome bling around the gloss black grille, and we are going to have functionality in the grille top and bottom and functional side air curtains. Now as we come around to the wheel and tire package on QX50, we have a 19-inch silver aluminum alloy wheel with the Infiniti badge on the center cap. These wheels are wrapped in Bridgestone all-season tires, 235 on the width, a 55 series sidewall 19s, all 4 corners, all-wheel drive. Moving on back, there you have it with the graphite shadow and the chrome around the windows. So let me know what you think, but we got 3 trims for 25. The Pure, the base trim, Luxe, and then the Sport. So as we swing on in to the side view mirrors, we're going to have color match side view mirror caps, LED turn signals. We're going to have color match door handles with some chrome bling front and back. Left side fuel filler cap up top. We're going to have a color matched roof, shark fin antenna, aluminum finish on the roof rails, and the panoramic sunroof. And then we swing around to the back. We have the roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass, and then we do have a full spread of LED lighting in the back of QX50. And of course, we do have a functional dual exhaust. We're under the hood of this 25 QX50, and we have Infiniti's 2-liter VC turbo inline 4-cylinder engine mated to a CVT. 268 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 22 in the city, 28 on the highway, 25 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 91, so you'll need to use premium unleaded fuel. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Infiniti QX50 Luxe all-wheel drive base price, $46,300. This vehicle's got a couple options on it, which we'll check out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,350 from Infiniti's Aguas, Mexico assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $48,370. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer. We're going to have black across the top, nice and soft, with the light gray cross stitch, looking good. Then we're going to have this chrome and then silver trim that goes right into your door handle with 2 memory seat settings. And then here's the pebble gray leather, really soft armrest. It feels good. Flat black on our switchgear with power fold side view mirrors, in and out on the QX50 down below, we do have a good sized door pocket for a small crossover. And then as we move into the foot box, we have a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator with the carpeted floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time. We do have the illuminated Infiniti door sill plates to welcome you to the vehicle. And then seating wise, we have full power with lumbar for the driver, power seat without lumbar for the front passenger. And then we have the pebble gray leather with the stitching. And then we have like this graphite insert to kind of set it off a little bit, give it a more snazzy two-tone look. Bolstering is soft, headrests are soft. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, but you don't get memory seat settings. Come over to the dash, we're going to have that black soft touch material with the light gray cross stitch, and then we're going to have some graphite trim into your heat and air vent. Nice soft pebble gray right here, really soft and cushy. And then we do have a nice large glove box. Now when we come on over to our infotainment system, we have the old dual panel action. This hasn't been updated in years and years and years, and my apologies for that strobing in the camera lens. That's how the camera is picking up this screen. So we have a screen up top, and we have a screen down below. So we'll focus up top. So up top, you're going to have audio source, audio lease, plane, theme, all that good stuff in here. Now, when we check out our drive modes, that's where they're going to show up here. So we have personal, sport, standard, and eco. As far as our drive modes go, it's a QX50. I think we'll stick in sport today. Now, if you had built-in nav in this one, the maps would show up top, but there is no built-in nav. But the backup camera will show up here. And it's Infiniti's old backup camera. It's darker. It's got trajectory, but it's very fuzzy. They haven't updated this in a long time, but it's not going to get updated now with this vehicle going by the boards, so we can come back. And then you have the clean look. It's built in. You got 2 heat and air vents, which is cool. And down below, then is where you got everything else going on. So we do have some buttons on either side, so you can adjust your climate control, fan speed, 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, and then the passenger climate right there. And then in the middle, you have some different menus. Right now we're in the radio menu. We have Sirius XM. We go to source. And as you can see, we have AM, FM, Sirius XM, USB, Bluetooth. We also have wireless Apple CarPlay, but wired Android Auto. That's how this system rocks. And the CarPlay does hook up really well wirelessly in this vehicle. We have our 4-way hazards. Here's our audio menu that we're just on. Here is the climate menu, where you can adjust your climate control from here and sync everything together. So they got that set up. And then they have your regular menu, where you have all of your widgets, like Bluetoothing your phone, making connections. We can connect up to 6 devices, Wi-Fi hotspot, USB music, Infiniti InTouch services to hook the vehicle up with your smartphone. You can move it across because it is a touch screen, and you have those other information as well. You can go to settings, where you can go ahead and customize your audio speakers. You can go ahead and set your clock and all that stuff in your general settings. So it is pretty easy to get around, but it is an older system. Now, as we come down further, we do have a wireless charging pad, a 12-volt, a USB-C, and a USB-A. Then we have 2 cup holders, and then we have the Infiniti key fob right here. Remote start, lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, panic button. And then down further, here is your gear shift that's going to go through the simulated gears of this CVT with push button start right here. And then down further, electric brake, auto vehicle hold. There's the drive modes we just went through. And if you don't want to use the touch screen, here's a dial. You can use that as well. And before I forget, we'll swing back up here. Here are the hard buttons and volume for the radio and media. And what is that baby right above that? That's a CD player that's still in here in 2025. Gotta love them just for that. And then a nice soft armrest. We open this up, and we have a much larger area for storage that's felt lined. The QX50 steering wheel, we have a leather wrap wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches with the cross stitch, Infiniti badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel. But I have plenty of room to get in and out of this QX50. It's a nice open and airy passenger cabin, and I'm 5'11". And if you're over 6 foot, shouldn't be a problem either. You have a nice high roof. Now, we do have flat black on our switchgear where we have our telephone voice commands, volume, and then on the right side is where you're going to have your safety suite controls, controls for the digital dash, adaptive cruise. We do have paddles in case you want to go up and down the simulated gears of the CVT manually. And then over here on the left, you're going to have your turn signals and adaptive high beams. And on the right, you're going to have your front and rear windshield wipers. And then down further here, you can go ahead and adjust your headlights. You can use your steering assist, which is like a semi-autonomous action when you're in cruise control on the highway. Then you have your parking sensors, pop the tailgate, and then we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have the old digital analog combo, right? So digital displays for your speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, and coolant temperature. And then you have a 7-inch display in the center that is going to take you through additional information that you may want to see when you're going down the road. Overhead console, if you want your dome lighting to come on and off and you open and close the door, the button right there with the picture of the car with the door open stays in and the orange light on. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, should be LED in here. Close the door, lighting will dim out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. And then you have the controls for the panoramic roof. So if you want to open up the shade, tap it, and hold it a second, and it will go back. Takes a little while, it's a big roof, and then the glass will open, the wind buffeter comes up, and the glass goes back, and then close it. You just have to hold it in a second, push it towards the front of the car, and then if you want to, and then of course this will come back. Now if I want to stop it, I can open the shade without opening the glass. Now if I want to tilt it, I can push that button up towards the roof and tilt it up, or close it to tilt it down, and then my shade will come as soon as the glass is closed. And it will come all the way back. Takes a little while, it's a big roof. And there you have it. You do have a spot for sunglasses right there. And then our rear view mirror, we have a frameless rear view mirror with auto dim and home link. And then our sun visor with vanity and a light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the back seat of QX50, but first the rear door panel, we got the same action. We got the same black soft up top with the stitching, the pebble gray, nice and soft, nice consistency of design front to back, even if it's an older design. Now, I have the seat set for my driving position. We have the illuminated door sill plates here on the back doors as well. And now we just jump in, no problem at all. Now, the roof line does slope a bit, so I would say 5'10" and higher, you may have to duck a little bit. But once I'm in, enough room for my head, shoulders, and knees, pebble gray leather, and then we're going to go plastic, and then we have a seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger, and then in the back, 2 heat and air vents, USB-A, USB-C, and an area to slide your phone. Now the rear seats, we have the same color combo with the darker gray and the lighter pebble gray leather, nice and soft, just like the front seats. Perforation feels good. And then our armrest, we'll pull that out. Pretty firm, 2 cup holders, an area to store some things. But overall, it's pretty darn comfortable here in the back of this QX50. Getting in the tailgate of this QX50, well, it's a power lift gate, so you can pop it from your key fob, you can pop it from the dash. You have a hands-free option, or you can come to the back, and right above the license plate, there's a button. You hit it, beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. And now, with the rear seats up, 31.4 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of QX50. Underneath here, you do have additional storage right there. And then here are the carpeted floor mats right there, looking good. And we do have some lighting in the back. And we also have levers to lower the rear seats. So you just pull these out and the seats will fold down. Pull this one, the seat will fold down. Now, we'll see if we can lock these down from the side of the door because they probably have never been down before. They go down a little bit more, but it's not going to go totally flat. So, with the rear seats down, we're looking at 65.1 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this QX50 Luxe. Window sticker, here we go, 25 Infiniti QX50 Luxe all-wheel drive, standard equipment. Options, the illuminated door sill plates and the splash guards. $48,370 is your total MSRP. Fuel economy estimates. Made by Infiniti in Mexico. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 25 QX50 Luxe all-wheel drive. And right off the bat, I got great visibility out of all the glass. That's not an issue at all. Nice large side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, LED lighting up front and out back for safety as well. That's not an issue. The car, we're in sport mode and it feels very compliant. It feels really good. It doesn't feel too firm like some vehicles do in sport mode. So they're keeping a nice balance between comfort and grip on the road and handling in sport mode here in this vehicle. The Infinitis, just like Nissans, they handle really well, and this one is no different. We're kind of going this hard left, and it just takes it very easily. The steering is light, like an SUV should be, but it is direct. It's well damped as it takes the bumps and undulations in the road in this back farm road of Flemington. The brakes, they stop the car very easily, and now we'll take off. And the VC Turbo's got plenty of power for this car. 268 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. That's plenty of power for this car. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the CVT in a luxury brand. That's $50,000. Yes, the MSRP is $48,000, but essentially after tax, title, and license, you're at $50,000 unless you get a big discount. So I'd rather see, at a minimum, the 7-speed automatic in here. They could have done that. I think it would have made it a more responsive vehicle to drive. But you tell me. If you do have a QX50, let me know what you think about the CVT. I just think that holds it back a bit. All right, take it back to the left. Yeah, handles really well. Doesn't wallow much in the turns at all. Very nicely done. Now we're going to check out our turning radius here of 18.2 feet, which is pretty good. Here we go. Now to the left, and we'll head back to the dealership. We're going to put this in manual and we'll do some paddle shifting while we chat about this going bye-bye. And there are simulated shifts. Not the quickest, but it is a CVT. It's not bad for that. But there you have it with that. We'll go back to regular drive. But QX50 being discontinued after 25. Now, QX50 sales haven't been bad. Just under 13,000 of these sold by Infiniti in the United States in 2024. That may not sound like a lot, but it's a lot for Infiniti because their top seller QX60 sold about 27,000 units nationwide in the United States last year. So Infiniti, not a big number selling vehicle. So QX50 sold well. QX55 did not. It sold terribly, under 4,000 units. So I can see QX55 going by the boards. By eliminating QX50, that gives them nothing in this compact segment for premium vehicles at all for 26. It gives them two mid-size SUVs, the QX60, the QX65, and they say the 65 next year will be the entryway into the Infiniti brand. But if it's a mid-size based on QX60, I can't see how it's going to be less than 50 grand. So Infiniti may not have a vehicle at all under 50 grand to offer people next year. And then they're going to have the QX80, which ranges from low 90s to mid 100 up to 115 grand. So that's for highly monetized buyers. So Infiniti might not have much to offer next year unless they quick bring out one of those EVs they've been talking about. The Vision QE SUV and the Vision QE car. But there's been no word about that as far as Infiniti. And if they do bring out electric cars in 26, they're going to be late to the party. And if they wait till 27, they're going to even be later to the party. And who knows what the EV market's going to be like? It's already soft. So we'll see. But this is the swan song for QX50. It didn't do bad for Infiniti in sales, but it still got killed by the Lexus RX, the Genesis GV70, amongst other vehicles in the segment. But you let me know if you're in the market for a premium branded compact SUV that's comfortable like this is, that handles well. You don't care about whether or not it's got the CVT in it. It's got the all-wheel drive. The seats are extremely comfortable. It's an older design, but you got your CD player. So you let me know if this is going to work for you. Do you buy a 25? Or do you go somewhere else? And if you do, where do you go? Let me know. Put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Infiniti of Flemington for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2025 Infiniti QX50 Luxe all-wheel drive in graphite shadow for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.